Hello, this is Lance Johnson driving to Las Vegas and more, baby. I have probably like 4 videos to do. I'm gonna turn off my car because it sounds funny. My AC is running. I got my AC working better. I had to spray my condenser today. When I washed my car, I sprayed it because I'm like, it's not getting cold enough, so I sprayed my condenser. It's working better so far, but the test will be during daytime. Okay, to my story. I want to talk about my maternal grandfather. Today is his birthday. He was born in 1930 on July 7th. I know he's from Princeton, Arkansas, but everybody who know me, who grew up in the West End, knew Clifton Jones, Charles Clifton Jones. But he went by Clifton, just like my grandmother, his wife, Miss Minerva. Yeah, I never knew that when she was a kid, her name was Minerva. Well, I knew Minerva was her middle name, but when I found out that she put Opal in front of Minerva, but everybody still call her Miss Minerva. But going back to my granddaddy, I'm gonna talk about my granny, in this too. But I mean, growing up and everything, we went between, living with my mama and living with my grandparents. And I even lived with my daddy half a year because I had to get away from my mama and my granny. I just had to get away, but I came back though because my dad, I didn't like living with my dad because he was too strict. But anyway, going back and forth between my granny and my mama, we ended up, graduating, with our granny and stuff, But they have to, my mom, they have to raise, us, but it's not. Well, if I had kids, and I wanted to retire and enjoy my retirement, I wouldn't want to be raising kids. But I know part of growing up with them, that they were still working then, like junior high and my grandmother stopped working while I was in 8th grade. That was like 90. The 99 went to school with it. That when she stopped working officially. I know she retired, after my 6th grade year, but she went back part time, and then I know my 8th grade year, she went to work and she was dizzy, and she just came on home and she said, I'm just gonna stay home, and that's where she found out that she had sugar, and she had to change her diet and stuff. Went from Coke to Diet Coke, and then the caffeine-free Diet Coke. But I know my grandfather was still working when she started working. He was still doing construction, like a little bit. But I know he did a lot for me and my brother and my 2 sisters, and he did a lot for my cousin Wayne and my cousin Siobhan. I know my cousin Kansas quitting. They just come over and everything. He would do stuff for them, but he mainly did stuff for my siblings and Wayne Siobhan. He did more for them, and then he did stuff for Ashley and Aaron before he passed away. But he was there for us everything. He was old fashioned. He used to fuss a lot. I just, you loved him, but he just used to fuss a lot. I was hard headed growing up. I was, and he just was old fashioned. He was very old fashioned, and then when I used to go up there to see his sister after my granddad passed away, I started going to see Manny Olive, and then I saw a lot of him and her too, because I guess that's how their daddy was and their mama was, that it was old fashioned. So they all was raised like that. So, but as people get older, it'd be nicer. He was more mean when he was growing up, and then he got older. He became a little nicer, but he still was Clifton Jones. And I know, like after my uncle Silvio died, uh, like my cousin Patricia them used to come over there and see him and stuff because he was like the only person left, besides Aunt Olive because she was in Detroit. So they'd come see him, like all my uncle Scipio kids used to come see him and stuff, and then um, it, and I remember my aunt Frankie and stuff. I mean they was all like very very close and stuff, and then I know my aunt Frankie died. My granny, she was very sad about Aunt Frankie passing away, and I know my grandfather was sad too because they live next door to Aunt Frankie and Uncle Silvio and stuff, and they spent a lot of years. Well, I mean, my Uncle Silvio was my grandfather's brother, so they knew each other when from Princeton, so they knew each other. Growing up, brother, whatever. They knew each other from birth, but I mean, like, but I guess they all like brother wife they all like got got along and everything, but I just know my grandma and everything. She won't take no mess off nobody. My grandpa don't take mess off nobody either. And I know I'm not gonna get in detail and everything, but I know like if my grandfather would make my grandma mad, she would fuss at him, and he would just go in his room, to get away, But I mean, but he was there for us and everything. A lot of people in the neighborhood looked up to him. They looked up to my granny. Uh, there was also friends with the neighbor Miss Chandler. Miss Chandler was known throughout the area too. That was our friends. They help out Miss Chandler and stuff, and Miss Chandler would like give us food and stuff, and I mean she was like another grandmother too, and then the neighbors across the street, the Colemans, that it was nice too, that it was nice, and the other people around the area was nice, It's like everybody, knew each other, everybody was family and stuff. I mean, my grandfather wasn't perfect, he wasn't an angel, but he wasn't a devil either, but he didn't take no mess out of nobody. He had those shotguns, those rifles. You mess him, he'll pull that shotgun out on you. He didn't play around at all. But I want to wish my grandfather in heaven a happy birthday, Clifton Jones. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Granddaddy. Happy birthday to you. But I mean, I'm not gonna get emotional. I mean, if I keep talking, I will get emotional. But I meant to do a video about him on Father's Day. But when I did the video with my dad, it made me kind of emotional. But I know my grandfather died 2002 on Father's Day. Because he ended up having colon cancer and he had a stroke. And after it got worse, he was in the hospice, and we go to the hospice. That's it for you. You're basically done soon. And like I say, I what I know now, if I would known that back in 2002 and 2001, I would have thought differently. But you being young, you don't know a lot of stuff, and that now you're older, you know a lot of stuff, and I know like my mama took it hard when my granddaddy died. My cousin Wayne took it hard. I know my granny, she sings from, but she missed him too. She just didn't, she just didn't like show that she missed him, but yeah, she missed him too, because that was her husband for years and stuff. Even though they didn't always get along, they was always, like husband and wife. And I mean, I know everybody else miss him. I know Uncle Jimmy miss Granddaddy. I mean, I know my I know other people act like they don't miss him in my family, but they miss him too because he was the daddy, the granddaddy, the neighborhood daddy, neighborhood granddaddy. He always sit on that porch and watch, the neighborhood. Anything wrong, he'll say something. Like if you seen kids fight, he'll tell them to, cut it out and go down the street, go home, whatever. He didn't, he said it how it is. He spoke how it is. He didn't hold back. He didn't hold back at all. And like I say, I mean, we're kind of like a little bit, because I don't hold back either. And my granny always say, you act just like your granddaddy. But rest in peace, granddaddy. Rest in peace, granny. Rest in peace, daddy. Rest in peace, A. Mary Helen, A. Olive. Rest in peace, Paw. Rest in peace, cousin Eric, Aunt Deborah, Aunt Darlene, Aunt Marilyn, Uncle Curtis. Rest in peace. I don't know if I said daddy. Well, I think I said, but rest in peace, daddy. If I didn't say it, I think I did say it. And rest in peace, all my classmates that passed away. I don't want to go down that route because there's a lot of names. Rest in peace, all my friends that passed away. And rest in peace, everybody else that passed away that should have been here longer, like Trayvon Martin and all the other people that died because of police brutality. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Tamar Rice, all the people that died because of police brutality, all the people that died being slaves and everything. Rest in peace. Everybody that died for this country, rest in peace. Whether you was a racist or not a racist, rest in peace, because you fought for the country. You know, and rest in peace everybody else that died that should never die, whether you was a racist or not, rest in peace. But I'm gonna go ahead and go because I don't want to keep talking about my granddad because I'm gonna start crying. I mean, I usually don't cry and stuff, but I didn't cry at his funeral. I didn't cry at anybody's funeral. And I kind of feel it now, so I'm gonna end this video. But um, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for listening. Comment below. Hit the bell for notifications. You see something, say something. Don't be afraid to speak out. Wear your mask. 6 feet social distancing. Wash sanitize your hands. You feel sick, stay at home. Call a doctor if you have to. You gotta go to the ER, go to the ER. But just be careful out there. Be safe. Be blessed. And Granddad, I see you one day in heaven, and everybody else that passed away, I see you in heaven. But thanks for listening, and have a good night. Bye.